Hi, Jared Smith here. We got a garden update for you. So I'm going to go out in the backyard and show you what's new. Come follow me. Okay, this is July 28th, starting next to the dumpster, walking next to the first bed here where I've got my pumpkin. As you see, the flowers are forming on it. And I built this trellis since the last time I've talked to you guys. And as you can tell, this pumpkin is going up the trellis quite nicely. So I'm going to hang those up. My tomato plants doing great. Those will be ripening up probably while I'm away on my business trip. It's alright, my wife can enjoy those. Here goes all of my beets. I got a ton of these beet greens. I've been plucking and plucking and plucking away at them, and they just keep growing back. So I think this will be one I'll definitely grow a lot of next year, just because they're so productive. Plus they're good. I mean, they taste delicious too. Wouldn't grow it if it didn't taste good. Onion patch is doing okay. Slow though. At least in my opinion, I think they're slow. Okay, I've been plucking off of this lettuce over here. As you see, is getting a little tall and a little lanky. And the one, I'll zoom in a little closer on it. Oh, come on, focus. There we go. You can see it's bolting there. Got a bug in my face. So what I'll end up doing here is deadheading that. I'll harvest the rest of the leaves and I'll rip it out the ground here. So that's it for that bed. Oh yeah, and of course there's cabbage there too that's starting to look pretty good. And I've kept the bugs off it pretty good too. Chard in the back. It's been getting chewed up a little bit. I've not been doing very good with my neem oil. I've been lazy, I'll be honest. Okay, moving on. Carrots, still a lot of them in the ground, but they are harvestable. I've harvested a couple. They're great. Peppers are actually getting big enough, especially that one there and there. And those over there are starting to get there. So I think I'll actually have peppers this season, even though I started them really late. I didn't think it was going to happen, so I'm real happy about that. Got more tomatoes over here. They're taking up the trellis too. As you guys can see, I've got them tied to the trellis. They're just kind of growing along it and weaving them in and out. So that's real cool. More carrots in this bed. Oh, almost passed over the peas. Oh. The dog scared the crap out of me. Okay, anyways, you can see the peas on the trellis there. Some of them are getting real nice and ripe, like that one there. I might want to pluck that actually. Okay. I was originally wanting to do microgreens with these. I'll wait and see if they become a little bit more productive, but so far I've just been kind of taking them and eating them. But eventually I'll want to dry them and maybe do microgreens with them. The dill, she's starting to bolt too, grow flower, it looks like. I have to look that up honestly, to be honest with you guys. It looks like it's doing something. And more tomatoes in that bed. So this bed's really full. It's got a lot of stuff in it. There's a volunteer strawberry plant there. I'm going to let that stay there. Everything else was planted in, so this bed's filled up pretty nicely. Let's move on to the next one. Right behind me. We've got more lettuce in this bed. And this I haven't plucked from as much, so it's perfect. This will be ready to harvest when that other stuff is about done. It's really ready to harvest now. Pluck some off of it now. Got chard in here. And right in between we've got some more cabbage. So lots of green stuff over here. These bush beans are really starting to do good. I know you guys see those holes there. Again, I've not been super good about my neem oil. There's a beetle that eats up on these beans. I've seen it around. Actually, one of them flew and hit me in the face earlier while I was making the video. So I know they're out here. At any rate, let's see if I can get close enough so you guys can see some of the beans. Oh, I know they're in here. Let's look in the next patch, see if I can find some. You guys can see all those beans there. I'm going to let them sit on the plant until it dries up, and I'll harvest them when they're dry, and we'll save them dry. They'll store very nicely that way. And then when we need them, we'll just cook a batch. So there's that. Broccoli greens are doing okay. There's more down that way. And there's Brussels. These beans are starting to crowd out this area, so I might have to think about walling these up somehow. They're starting to be a little invasive. Let's move on down. And of course, in this bed there's also some more beets. So you can see all the beets around. And then there's some peanuts also. Haven't checked those out yet, but they were flowering a few weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago. Speaking about 3 weeks ago, I haven't had to water my garden in 3 weeks, which has been awesome. Mother Nature's been very nice to us over here in Ohio. It's been a good growing season. This is my squashes, and I wish I would have came out here a couple days ago, because I got my first 2 squashes. I harvested them off, but anyways, they're being productive. I'm sure I'll have more to come soon. You guys can see the flowers and stuff underneath. Great. More carrots in this bed, and a bunch of bare soil because not getting things to germinate the way I wanted to. I think I was supposed to have onions over there and radishes along here. And I'm not getting very good germination, so that's an issue. We'll have to figure out. Last bed. Here's my cucumber. You see all the flowers on it, so you know that's going to be doing good. My Malabar spinach, which the one there, as you can see, is vining out all crazy. I just need to train it up the trellis. It'll be just fine. Pole beans are doing fine. They're not producing beans yet, but they're definitely going to be soon. Actually, I see some flowers. This is the first day I've actually seen that. See if I can get it into focus. Yeah, you can see it right there. There's a flower. So that'll be cranking out some beans for me here pretty soon. That's awesome. There's more. I still have lettuce in here. I didn't expect that, but there's actually more lettuce that I can harvest out of here. Another cucumber plant. Believe it or not, there's another Malabar spinach buried underneath there on the other side. And everything else in the garden is alright. Just the peanuts and a little bit more carrots. So yeah, everything is good. Well, I hope you enjoyed that garden update. If you did, please hit the like button and subscribe to see more videos like that in the future. Alright, happy gardening.